Is the freshman out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Colin Valdiviez, against Paul Glynn. Glynn enters this season at a total of 6-8. And Valdiviez comes in with a record of 14-10. So opting to go with Paul Glynn over Philip Laux. Laux will then not wrestle on his senior night, but these two competitors between Laux and Valdiviez, they met at the Midlands Championship, and he was able to defeat Philip Laux 4-3. So maybe the Iowa coaching staff going for a different look against the freshman.
Yeah, Paul Glynn getting the last few starts here in this starting spot battle for the Hawkeyes at 133. We'll see what the Hawkeyes do going forward into the Big Ten tournament, but I would think it would be Paul Glynn getting the nod after watching the last few matches.
Colin Valdiviez, the 20th ranked wrestler at 133. He earned the 6th place notch at the Midlands Championships.
Paul Glynn from Bettendorf, Iowa, from Bettendorf High School. He's 13-14 as a career record.
Right now, both men tangled up. And looking to be on the attack is Valdiviez. He's near the end of the mat, and they will head back to center.
Stall warning on Paul Glynn for going out of bounds there.
And shooting for the right leg is Glynn. But able to turn him over is Valdiviez.
Paul Glynn has a real good shot to that right leg, but he does struggle to finish at times against these top-ranked competitors.
We're seeing that here as both men equally knotted up. And a stalemate will return both men to the center.
Under a minute to go here. Paul Glynn with the only scoring attempt, really.
Yeah, absolutely, as that first minute really was more of a match of strength as both men were knotted up in the collar and elbow. Now going for the leg again is Glynn, but a great defense from Valdiviez brings both men back to their feet. 30 seconds to go here in the first. Both men continually tied up in neutral, and as we were saying, the 81st meetup between the Hawkeyes and Northwestern. Iowa 71-7 with one tie. The last time the Wildcats were able to defeat the Hawkeyes was January 2005. Hawkeyes, though, really enjoying their last matchup with Northwestern. That was in 2016. The largest margin of victory in school history over a Big Ten opponent. Iowa able to defeat the Wildcats 54-0. A fun face lock here for Valdiviez. Attempts to get in control. And another stalemate.
See who can break through the defense of the opposing wrestler and score the first takedown of the match, because we're still knotted here at 0.
And what are you seeing in Valdiviez? I mean, we've seen both these competitors. The only one making an offensive effort was Glynn. Valdiviez seems to be holding his ground right now.
Yeah, he's doing a good job defending, maybe looking for a counterattack or just wearing on Paul Glynn here.
1:15 left to go here in the second. The score remains 0-0.
Paul Glynn looking on that front headlock, and no points come of it.
And they're right back into it. Very evenly matched competitors, and again, Valdiviez only able to defeat Laux by a point when they met at the Midlands Championship, so both squads evenly matched at the 133 mark.
These are big matches for guys like this that are kind of towards the 20th ranking, and matches like this can really catapult guys going into the Big Ten season.
And Glynn, he's fighting for that left leg. And the potentially dangerous call brings both men back up to their feet, but we've seen Glynn several times just wait almost an entire period. And she's made about 3 scoring attempts so far in this contest. And with 10 seconds, we'll see if both men just wait things out here in the neutral position or a late shot. Score remains 0-0 as we head into the third.
Northwestern picks bottom here to start the third. Still knotted at 0. The only times we've been close to scoring are a few shot attempts by Glynn from neutral, and we're here going in the third period.
So trying to wiggle out of it is Valdiviez. Glynn able to scramble and remain on top. And with the roll, he's got to watch his shoulders. On top now is Valdiviez, and the takedown credit to Valdiviez. It's 2-0 Northwestern here.
Yeah, the reversal for Valdiviez and the escape for Glynn puts us at 2-1. And we're back on our feet.
So now behind by 1 is Glynn. He's got a minute 14 to try and make up that deficit. And if we've, for the most part, seen Valdiviez play defensively, he may do that in this last minute to protect his 1-point lead.
Paul Glynn needs to get back to a shot. There it is, to that right leg.
Yep. Able to get out of it, though, without a question, is Valdiviez. And we're going to see Glynn really now, with his back against the wall, try to get that last-minute takedown. But again, the defense of Valdiviez has been incredible so far. He's really done a great job keeping Glynn away from his legs for the most part.
Under 30 to go.
Trying to turn him around with the arm, but
arm spin attempt there by Glynn. We'll see if he can come out on top here.
And fighting back to his feet, but he controls Valdiviez. No takedown yet.
2 for Paul Glynn.
There
Under
it
10
is.
to go.
Glynn gets the late takedown, able to reverse the headlock from Valdiviez, and he's got 3 seconds left.
3 seconds to go. Paul Glynn needs to ride out for the win.
And look out. A close one, but it goes the way of Paul Glynn as late-minute heroics notch the 6th point for the Hawkeyes. It's 6-0 in team score.
Yeah, Paul Glynn was on the offense the whole match there.